take you guys on a little bit of an adventure with me. I skate alone quite often, so we're going to talk about just skateboarding alone, how to enjoy it, maybe some things that you don't enjoy about it, and just take you along for a little adventures. There's 2 skate parks I want to dive into today, and then there's 1 DIY spot, which I don't know if it is still there. It's been like 8 or 9 years since I checked up on it. I did see a video from it recently, so that's where we'll end this video today. We're going to start here at Bishop Skate Park here in Oceanside, dive into it. One of the first things that I do, I like to get to the skate park nice and early in the morning, because I think that allows for just less of an anxiety inducing session. And if you have social anxiety or anything like that, skate parks can be really intimidating, especially in the middle of the day or in the afternoon when everyone's out. So the morning time is a really good way to kind of just get acclimated to the space, especially if you're alone like me. So with all that said, let's get warmed up here at Bishop Skate Park. Much as I love skating with my friends and they really push me to do new tricks and get out of my comfort zone and sometimes hype me up when I need that hype, I also think it works good skating alone because I can just keep going. For example, I've been wanting to learn backside hurricanes. It's a trick I'm not very good at. For me, it's about repetition. It's like about going over and over and over again and like slowly correcting what I'm doing wrong. So the point is, like, going up into a hurricane, I always slip into backside disaster. I can't get my back chuck on there very well. What I need to do is basically keep going. I have to like get myself in repetition. I have to like keep trying it, inching myself up. And the point that I'm getting at here is that it could be really annoying if you have other friends that you're skating with that are trying to learn skateboarding or trying to do tricks in general. You don't want to like keep going and then like not allow them space to skate as well. I have friends that are like that. Like they'll just keep going, keep going, keep going. And then sometimes that's like not motivating to skate with. As like an observer being on those sessions, I'm like, man, like it's kind of not that fun. So the reason and the point that I'm ultimately getting at is I think if you can do that yourself, it's fun. You can enjoy it. You're not worried about like bothering anybody else. You're not worried about anybody else like getting a turn, not getting a turn. You just get out of the way for the other people that are at the skate park essentially, and you're good. You could just skate by yourself, work on your tricks. So that's a big advantage of skateboarding alone, essentially, is that I'm getting at is like you don't have to worry about anybody else and you can like just keep going. And I think that's really important for me. As I like the fluidity. I like to keep myself going and then eventually land the trick versus like going, trying the trick, stop, try it again. Like I just don't do that well in that kind of environment. Never done one of those, what do you call that? Back tail slide, pop shove out. Never did that. But I feel like it could work right there. Maybe I can learn those future session, come here, spend some time, learn the back tail shove. Because I feel like it's right there. Once you like learn how to stall or like grind anything for a long time, like you hold it, you can figure out how to do tricks out of it. So hopefully that would be a future video. Back tail, pop shove out on that bank right there. We're gonna check out another skate park, kind of keep it moving today. There's a lot more I can do here, but I want to talk more about skateboarding alone. It's kind of cool because I think you like sort of, you almost get more opportunities when you're skating alone versus when you're skating with the crew. I'll get into that in a second. We're at the next skate park. This is one of those skate parks where like the best skateboarders in the area go to, a lot of pro skaters go to. They have a lot of events here, and the point that I'm getting at is kind of addressed at the very beginning of this video, is just having social anxiety in certain environments, and having friends around really allows you to break down some of that social anxiety. Like going to a skate event with friends is easier. Going to an intimidating skate park where a lot of the best skaters go can be intimidating and just like not very motivating. But I think the one advantage is when you're alone, you can kind of suss things out. So I can go to the skate park for 5 minutes, leave if it's really crazy or really packed. It doesn't look too crazy inside of there right now. Like there's 2 really good skaters. Of course, there's only 2 skaters in the whole skate park, and 2 of them are like professional skaters. So I'll be avoiding them and getting out of their way. I guess the point that I'm getting at is like in these situations, being alone is kind of an advantage, because I don't have to like debate with other people whether or not we're gonna go to a certain skate park, whether or not this spot works for them. And I think like a lot of this video is gonna be about the perks and the advantages of skating alone, being a loner skater. But I do think there are a lot of advantages of having friends and skating with friends too. So I just want to make that clear. This is going to be about having the advantage of being a loner skater like myself, but there are lots of perks of skating with your friends as well. So let's jump into the park. Yesterday I was watching Bev Up's YouTube channel. He's in Germany right now. He did this like frontside nose grind yank out on a mini ramp. I thought it was really cool. I got inspired. I saw that, I was like, maybe I can do that. So I'm gonna try some fakie nose picks here on this quarter pipe right behind me, and then hopefully I can try some of those. I've never attempted them. They just looked really cool. So that's one of those things. I don't have to be embarrassed about trying a trick that I have no idea about doing. So let's try to get some fakie nose picks, because that's what I do know how to do. And then we'll try to figure out this nose grind, technique grind thing. Oh man, that was way harder than I expected. It's funny how that works with skateboarding. I'm sure you can all relate. It's like you see someone do a trick, maybe me, maybe Bev Up, and you're like, oh, I can go do that. And they made it look so easy. I see what they're doing. That faking nose pick took me a while. And to the point of this video, I will say, like, sometimes when you're skating with your friends, they like motivate you and they encourage you, like, land it, go for it. But sometimes you're not ready to go for it. And I think like tinkering around, sometimes that's like, I don't know, works against you at least. Like when my friends are like, get it, they're hyped, like they're hyped on it and they want me to get it, but it like almost feels like too much pressure to like go for the trick, and it feels like you can't tinker around with it. So when you're alone, you kind of tinker around, like feel things out, do weird stuff, and not feel like you got to land it to appease other people. And that's what I'm getting. I think that happens, and that's like self-induced for sure. Like your homies are like hyping you up and you're like, all right, now I gotta get it. I guess what I'm getting about is you don't have to worry about that pressure. It's kind of nice. With all that said, let's try some of these frontside ride-on nose grind yank outs. I feel like I got the yank out part, that's that faking nose pick. I just have to figure out how to ride into the nose grind and then grab. So it's gonna be scary. Here's my first attempts. God. I'm hyped. I did not expect to learn a new trick today. Sometimes watching skateboarding really does work. So it's kind of cool to know that too. Like I watch his YouTube video and then now I landed a trick. Like I could feel the feeling that hopefully some of you get from my tutorials and stuff like that. I'm not trying to like double down on Bev, but yeah. Anyways, super hyped that I got that. I've never done a frontside nose grind yank out before. Feels so good. Let's check out some more area of the park and then we'll check out that DIY spot. See if it's still there, because it's been like a long time, like 8+ years since they built it. It was like a built to shred. I don't know if you remember that. Dating myself right there. For you older guys, you remember built to shred. So yeah, let's hit a couple more obstacles at the skate park. I'm just so hyped. I'm on like cloud 9 right now. That's skateboarding. You go out there, you don't even like know you're gonna go learn a trick like today, but you go skate by yourself. A lot of times that happens more than not, because you're kind of just in the flow, you're in your own zone. So yeah, shout out to all the loner skaters. definitely was not expecting to learn a new trick today. Super hyped that I got the nose grind yank in. Something I've been thinking about doing for a long time, but Bev hyped me up watching that video yesterday. Yeah, something about skating alone allows me to work on tricks better too. So sometimes I'm not thinking about doing tricks and I'm just going out to have fun, which is what the goal of today was, just like mix in my environment, have fun, but happy accidents happen. Sometimes you just think of a trick and it works. I think skating alone kind of creates that space. So yeah, I'm out of breath. Gotta get some water. Let's go check out the DIY spot. Not sure if y'all noticed, but I've been skating my life skateboards a bunch, especially today. Kind of forgot my other board in my homie's car, so I've been riding this bad boy. It is a 9.1 width wide by a 14.5 wheelbase. This board is honestly so fun. I probably will buy another one of these. Sam sent me this, thankfully, to try out for a YouTube video. I made a video all about this, so I'll leave a link up above where you can check out the details on this board. But I've been having a lot of fun, and to be honest, I think I've been learning more tricks on this wider board than any other boards. It's something I need to admit and come to terms with, is I need to ride wider boards. This is a 9.1, so I've been having a lot of fun in 8.75s. I'm currently riding like an 8.5 as my regular setup. So I guess my point that I'm getting at is that I think I need to commit to just riding bigger boards. Next spot is like a hike away, and the point that I'm gonna address here is like almost a 1.5 mile hike, and there might not be any DIY skate spots. So to like take your friend's time and like go make them go on a long hike like this, and to have like maybe something be there, maybe something not be there, isn't very motivating. Like, it's hard to ask people to take time from their day to do something like that. So with that said, I'm gonna take my time out of my day to try to see if this DIY spot is there. We gotta do some hiking. Yo, that is a stair set, yo. Imagine having to like walk up and down that every day to like get to your car. That'd be insane. We're not going up there. We're going over here. Actually, it looks like there's a spot right here. This looks new. Never seen this. It looks like they added some concrete onto this already steep bank. Just stumbled upon it. Would have never done it unless I had come here. Check it out. Pretty sick. Sure, we got some like rough, crusty stuff right here, but that's pretty rad. To make this edit like more cinematic, I should probably just like set my camera down, film me walking up this, and then I have to like walk back down and grab it. Sometimes I do that. Storytelling is important, but man, I can't do it right now. I need to just make it up this hill. This is hard right now after all that skating we already did today. It's starting to flatten out up here. I hope it's not down there, because there's another one, another area that's down there. These are like fire roads basically. Looks like it might have gotten torn out. I see something up there. That looks golden. Yeah, I think this spot is still here. I'm so surprised. Like, this is a Fuel TV built to shred by Jeff King episode maybe like 10 years ago, plus that. Can't believe this spot's still here. Like, imagine hauling concrete up here, rebar, all your building supplies. Like, what an ordeal. Like, that is a big task. Check it out. Shred Mountain, that's what they call this spot. It's right on top of an epic view right behind me. I don't think it's really blown it out. The spot's been here so long. Look at this. We got tree coping. So sick. More banks, quarter pipes, kind of a bank right here, super steep curb thing. I don't know what that is. Some more metal coping. This all used to be super skatable though, all this bank, but really rad spot. You gotta make a trek to get up here, but goes to show you, sometimes skating alone is cool because you can go on those extra missions and you end up finding a spot like this. Obviously it's a little scary skating alone. Spots like this is like, nobody knows I'm up here right now. That's definitely one thing that can be a bit scary. Look at, they're like building more on. I should come here and like maybe build some more stuff. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. You think I can come here and like build some more obstacles? It's been here for so long, I doubt anybody's gonna care. One thing that me and my friends were talking about recently, funny talking about skating alone, just talking about my friends, is that like it'd be nice when we're skating alone to have like one of those things, those necklaces you ride, like a life support necklace. And I'm not trying to like desensitize that. I'm being very want to tread lightly, because those are real things that people need for real experiences. But it would be nice, like if you're skating alone and you had something to where like if maybe you lost the pulse or something like that, it just like let people know where you are. It's like radar, emergency, homies down. But yeah, let's get some scoots around this epic DIY spot that's still here. This right here, this alone, could maybe save DIY spots like all together. One of these, big old trash can at the spot, that is genius. Big kudos and shout out to whoever brought this trash can up here. I think that is brilliant. Every DIY spot needs a big trash can. That is some serious effort. Someone actually nailed this in. Liquid nail, oh my gosh. What an obstacle, a little death drop, no biggie. Now what's funny, ultimately, I got motivated to go out, have a YouTube channel, to make a YouTube video today, but I didn't know this was gonna happen. I didn't know I was gonna learn a new trick, which is really cool. That's a rarity for me, and come upon the DIY spot that I thought was maybe destroyed. So I guess my point being at is like, skating alone or with your friends, no matter what, just going out and skating, you will have surprise. And it's all about just like getting yourself out there and trying. I guess that's the point that I ultimately want to get out. If your friends quit skateboarding, if you're getting old, no matter what, just go out there, put yourself in the environment. So much fun today. I had such a blast. I'm tired though. It's time to go home, get some work done on the house, get some work done, some freelance work. I got freelance work in the meantime before I find a new full-time job. I'm also helping my wife with her company, and that might turn into my full-time job. Tons of things. Stick around, subscribe if you're not already. See y'all in the next one. Love you. MASH.